Welcome to day 16 of our video advent calendar, and today it is really cold outside, so I am staying inside as close to the fire as I can. And I have my vintage book ready to open with my ornament, and Lucy's been getting herself in a little bit of trouble today, so you'll have to see what she's been up to. And I decided to try a completely new project today. I've never tried this before, so I decided to make some gingerbread garlands. Now, I'd seen them on Pinterest and I thought they looked really fantastic. So I have been making those today. So I'm going to share with you how they turn out. And I can, trust me, at the moment, my whole house smells of orange and spices and gingerbread, and it's fantastic. So I will share with you how I'm making that in just a bit. But let's look at, open my book and see what ornament I have today. And today, this one is actually one of my favorites, and this was actually Stephen's. So this one, look at how cute this little Santa is with these little snowshoes. I love it, and perfect for the Manor, that Victorian Christmas look. So I'm gonna add this to our tree today, and we'll add that to all our ornaments for the last 16 days. I can't believe it's already day 16. And let's go see what Lucy's been up to, and then I'm going to show you what I've been up to with my gingerbread garland.
So today Lucy has got herself into a little bit of mischief with a bag of mini Oreos and a tube of toothpaste.
It's always fun to try something new, and so today I thought I would try making a gingerbread garland. And so what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to make a salt dough gingerbread mixture, cut out my gingerbread men, and then make it into a garland that I can use each Christmas. So I found a recipe that has some different spices in, and it also has some orange essential oil to make it smell really good as well. So never made this before, so I have no idea how it's going to turn out, but I'm going to give it a go. So the recipe is very, very simple. Pretty much we just put everything in our bowl, mix it up into a dough, and it really is just flour and salt and our spices. So I've got here cinnamon, I've got ground ginger, it called for ground cloves, which I don't have, so I'm just putting in some allspice, and then some orange essential oil. So I'm going to get everything put in here, and I'm going to start making my dough. We're now going to use up to a cup of water to make the dried ingredients into a dough. So I'm just going to add a little bit of water at first, and then I'm going to add it in as we need it to get it into a dough form. So now my dough is formed into a ball of dough. I'm going to flour my surface and get it out for rolling. So after kneading my dough for a while, I am going to get it ready to roll out and cut out into my gingerbread man. And with my dough rolled out, I'm now going to cut out my gingerbread man. Now I'm using a gingerbread man cutter. You could make these with any shape that you choose. Star, Christmas tree, doesn't really matter. Whatever you fancy, or even a mixture. So once I've cut them out, I'm just going to lay them onto a baking sheet that I've just used parchment paper on. I've heated the oven to 150, and pretty much you're wanting it to be on pretty much the lowest temperature you have, because you're just really wanting to dry them out. And they will be put in the oven for an hour and then turned over, and then you do that for another hour, and then you get them out. And I can say that the smell of these is really good. And then the final step is to put some holes in our gingerbread men so we can thread our ribbon for the garland. So I'm just using a straw. and I'm gonna just poke the hole in the gingerbread man with the straw, but you could use anything, like even a piping end or something just that will allow you to make a hole. So now they're ready to go into the oven for an hour I'd have mine at 150. And then once the hour is ended, I'm going to turn them over and do them for another hour. So my gingerbread men have now had 2 hours in the oven. They've had 1 hour on one side and then I flipped them over and they had another hour on the other side. I now am going to thread them for my garland, and it's very simple. I'm just going to get some ribbon, and I'm actually just using a very large needle, and I've threaded my ribbon, and I don't have any. I was looking for some red and green ribbon. You can obviously use whatever color you want. I couldn't find any, so I'm just going to use this one. And basically I'm just going to thread it through and then back through the other side. So that you've got this kind of piece, and then that's how we're going to hang it with all the other garlands. So now I'm just going to thread the rest of my gingerbread men and then spread them out across the ribbon. So there we have it, a gingerbread man garland ready for your mantle or your Christmas tree. Obviously, I think next time I would use a nice bright red or green ribbon, and you could obviously decorate your gingerbread men as well and put little faces on them, which would be really cute. But it's a very simple decoration, and these will last year after year because they're salt dough. So I will go and find somewhere to hang this on one of my mantles, and I'll see you tomorrow on day 17 of our Advent calendar.